I'm Jeremy Pulumbarit, and I voice Jack Johnson. My birthday is May 31st, 1996. I was born and raised in San Francisco, California. I'm currently going to San Francisco State University. Some of my hobbies include voice acting for one. That's definitely one of them. I love watching movies, any type of movies, whether they're blockbuster movies, indie movies, or even foreign films. I love any type of movies, any genre. I also enjoy painting. Not really one of those guys that paints on a canvas, but I do love painting statues and figurines. So, what do I like about voice acting? Well, one, you don't have to worry about your appearance. You could technically do voice acting in your pajamas and no one will even know. Yeah, no one will know. What inspired me to do voiceover? Well, I've always watched cartoons ever since a kid, mainly the superhero ones, like Spider-Man, the animated series, Superman, the animated series, Batman, the animated series. So yeah, Tim Daly, Kevin Conroy, and I really love Josh Keaton as his stint as Spider-Man. What made me audition for Pure Bond? Back in 2014, when I joined Behind the Voice Actors, I was able to find that site, and I think Pure Bond was one of the first projects that I saw on the casting call. So I think it was, I don't know, just fate. I don't know. I saw Pure Bond was an original story, and looking at all the other projects on BTVA, not many, obviously, whoever can make a original story, I think is someone I would really get behind. I think that was one of the main reasons is because it was an original story. Sure, I mean, I would love to be a professional voice actor. Right now, I don't know if I have the time to, but definitely whenever I do have the time, I always want to do more research on how I can make that dream come true. And the reason why is because voicing over characters, you're not limited to, I guess, your appearance, your race, whatever. It's just based on your voice, and that can be enlightening. I like Pure Bond because I think it's a story of innocence, friends, and most of all, I think love. And I think that was one of the main attractions to the project when I auditioned for it. I wanted something, I wanted to test that genre, something a little bit more about love and relationships. And I like seeing the relationship of Jack and Sarah go through its progress, and I want to see it tested more as we keep going through this story. What I like about voicing Jack, he's pretty easygoing guy, but he's also very kind, he's basically a Superman, as I think of him. He's super nice to anyone, but he's very protective of those who he really cares for. And I auditioned for Jack because, one, he's the type of guy that I think everyone wants to be with, and all these things, I think just overall, Jack, he's a very relatable dude, yet he's also someone that we aspire to be. 3 things about my character. He loves basketball. I love basketball as well. So he's an athletic dude. I would also describe him as a guardian of sorts to Sarah, as he's very protective of her because he cares for her so much. And I think he's very much a dude. Yeah. Especially with his guy friends. He's down to just hang out and chill with the dudes. I think the chapter I found interesting was chapter 12, I believe. It was after Sarah, spoiler alert, after Sarah gets kidnapped and then recovered, I like that we got to see the aftermath of everything and all the emotions after everything has settled down, how everyone like settles down and how the relationship is going from there. And I think that was really interesting in chapter 12. So that's definitely those 3 chapters, chapter 10, 11, and I think 12 is really interesting because of what happened in 10 and 11. Besides Jack, who else did I like in the story? I think I really, being the main character and all, Sarah is a really interesting character because, well, she's a very nice girl in a wealthy family. And I think it's just also a testament to Rochelle's voiceover work to make her so down to earth and so very endearing and kind. So I think that's why Sarah is such an interesting character and such a bounce off from Jack that I feel like they're just perfect for each other. Would I recommend Pure Bond to others? Of course. I mean, one thing, the voice actors, it's original story, and it's a story about love and it's a story about young love. And I think anyone can relate to that. Well, the cast of Pure Bond, I feel like there's a lot of talent with our cast, and I feel like we're all in sync, and you can really notice it in the stories, and I feel like our cast has a lot of chemistry, and we're all in sync, so I think that leads itself to the performances, how we sound like we're friends, even though we haven't met in real life. What I enjoy most of the series after 5 years is that I love the characters that Shaquille Hawkins made, and from there we can expand anywhere in any direction, whether it's Jack, Sarah, and all their friends, and it would be an interesting story. And I really, really love working with these guys. I hope we can keep doing it no matter what happens. And I just want to see this story continue with the same people because I want to see these guys one day. What would I say to Jack? I would say, Jack, you are the man, and keep protecting Sarah no matter what. Jack, tell Sarah that you love her every day. Because who knows, like in episode 10, she could be swiped away somehow. Hey, this is Jack Johnson, and thank you for supporting us through 5 years of this story. And please keep supporting us for us to go many more years to come, and I can't wait to see you guys again.